Hello, my dear students of Class 4. Welcome back to our English class with me, Miss Buheko Nyovele, as your teacher. Today, we will be starting a new lesson, which is going to be very interesting, as I've told you in the earlier class, because we are going to learn about a very, very prominent person. Prominent means important, okay? You have all heard about Mother Teresa, right? We are going to learn some things about Mother Teresa, okay? I want you to turn your books to page number 15. You can see the page number here, right? It's chapter 4, okay? Class 4 English, page number 15 of your English textbook. Have you all heard of Mother Teresa? Yes, when I say that, there is a picture, an old lady with a piece of cloth on her, covering her head, that comes to your mind. I'm also going to show you the picture, but she is a very, very good lady, okay? Not only good, but she is a lady who is selfless. So selfless means not thinking for herself, but she gave her everything to serve the people of India, okay? She's not an Indian, but she came to India and then she gave her everything. All her life she spent in India serving for the people who are suffering. That is what we are going to learn. I want you to stay focused because by listening to her stories, you will not only learn about her, but you are also going to learn something that you can practice in your life. We all can do good things in one way or the other, and so that is why we have to listen with the mindset that we can also adapt something in our lives. It is not just a story that I teach or your other teachers teach, but there's always a lesson that we can develop, we can cultivate in our lives if you and I have not started. So today, I want you to listen to this story and also get the lessons that you can apply in your lives. But as usual, we will be doing the word meanings once more. The word meanings that we are going to do for today will be, I want you to look at it along with me. Can you see this? Render, right? Render. What is the meaning of render? To give help. Yes, once more. Render. To give help. Okay. Next is self only for others. I want you to read along with me. Selfless. Caring only for others, right? Humanity. Humanity. The human race. Humanity. The human race. Next, dispensary, place where medicines are given. Once more, dispensaries, place where medicines are given. Are some words that we have learned. We are going to learn some more words. Please keep these words in your mind, okay? If you want to understand the story well, you have to understand the words first. Next, what is this? Humanitarian. Yes, humanitarian, person who works for humans. Repeat, persons who works for humans, right? Retarded, one whose mental or emotional and has stopped growing. Retarded, one whose mental or emotional growth development has stopped growing. Exemplary, serving as an example. Repeat, exemplary, serving as an example. Distress, people in great pain or misery. Distress, people in great pain or misery. Those are some words that you will be using in our story. So you have to keep these things in your mind. Sometimes we keep hearing of some words, but we don't really understand the meaning, and that makes us difficult to understand a particular chapter. That is why I always give you the word meanings before I get into any lesson. Okay, I'm sure you keep memorizing that also. I would also love to encourage you to memorize as well as understand, okay, as you go on along with me in your English class. Yes, this is the lady that we are going to discuss about. This is Mother Teresa, yes. You see this? She is called Mother Teresa. She has already died in the year 1997, but she has done a lot of good things as a missionary We will be discussing more about her works, but she has done a lot of things that we, the Indians, should be grateful to her. But now it's not only in India. She first started her work in India, in Kolkata, but later on, her works expanded to many countries. You know what is a country, right? India is a country, England is a country, Pakistan is a country. And so likewise, her work spread all over the world. Because of the good deed that she started, the world started copying her, okay? And also she brought so many people to work with her. She trained them and they were also like her, serving the people who are suffering in pain and in misery. Yes, Mother Teresa is born in the year 1910 and died in 1997. So I want you to do some mathematical calculations, okay? You will get to know, start counting from 1910 till 1997. Yes, she died at the age of 87 years. Mother Teresa died at the age of 87 years. Okay, have you heard of the word Missionaries of Charity? Okay, there's an organization called Missionaries of Charity. Okay, these missionaries of charity work selflessly, okay, for the poor and the sick. They work selflessly for the poor and the sick, and it was all the work, the initiative of Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa started this organization called Missionaries of Charity. Charity means doing good things to others, okay? And so Mother Teresa started this, and then now it has, as I said, it has expanded to so many countries, and their main objective is to give selfless service, okay? Selfless service to the poor and the sick people. You know what is sick, right? Sick people, a person who is not healthy is called sick, and also poor. Poor people are the ones who does not have enough basic needs. Basic needs like food, clothing, shelter. You read that in science, right? Shelter is our house. And so those are some things that people need. And she saw that it was very bad, in a very bad condition when she came to India. And that was the reason why she started Missionaries of Charity. She was born in the year 1910 on 27th of August in Yugoslavia. I told you she is not an Indian, right? I told you that she is not an Indian. So you see in the first line, she was born in Yugoslavia in 1910 on 27th of August. And she came to India on 6th January 1929 when she was just 19 years old. Imagine, 19 years old. She came to India and she taught in a convent school in Kolkata. You know what is a convent school, right? Convent schools are run by Christian missionaries, right? She came to Kolkata as a teacher, okay? She taught in a convent school, and convent schools are usually schools which gives help to the poor people. And I'm not saying that only poor people studies there, but they also do a lot of charity works. And Mother Teresa came to India. Her first work in India that I want you to remember is she came and taught in a convent school, but that will not continue. So I want you to know the first work that she came for was teaching, right? But when she was in Kolkata, she saw the sufferings of people in the slums. You know what is slum area, right? She saw that there were a lot of people suffering in the slums. That's why she wanted to do something to help them. Okay, so what she decided, she changed her mind. I told you that she is not going to continue teaching in the convent school. She made a decision that she would leave the convent school and serve purely for the suffering humanity. There's so many people suffering, and she wanted to do something for these people instead of just confining herself to a convent school. Okay, instead of just staying in a convent school and teaching them, she wanted to move out of that comfortable zone, and then she wanted to do something which can help the common people who are suffering in the slum areas. Missionaries of Charity. I told you, Missionaries of Charity is an organization that was started by Mother Teresa. It had a very humble beginning. Humble beginning means there were not many people, there were not much of the facilities, but she still gave her mind to start this Missionaries of Charity, this organization. And at first, Mother Teresa and four sisters were all alone, okay? There were no other people. They just came together. Four sisters. You know who is a sister, right? we see there are some Christians who don't get married. They just give their everything. They serve the common people. They wear their uniforms. I'm sure you have seen that in Catholic churches and all, in the Catholic schools. So those are the sisters that we are talking about in this lesson, okay? So they had a very humble beginning. Mother Teresa, along with 4 sisters, started this work. And then presently, there are so many centers in so many countries. I've told you, though they started their work in India, they have expanded. Their work expanded to so many countries, okay? And thousands of sisters are working for homeless people. Now, presently, now at this moment, I'm talking about the present time. So there are thousands of people who are working for the homeless people right now, which was started by Mother Teresa. She is no more. She is already dead, but because of the good work that she started, people are working. Thousands of sisters are working all across the world just to help the people who are suffering, okay? And their works are not only confined to a group, but they also work in dispensaries, okay? We have already discussed about dispensaries, right? Where medicines are given out. And you see Mother Teresa is looking after some sick people. You can imagine the kind of love that she had for people, isn't it? The kind of love that she had for people. I want you to know this, okay? And dispensaries and schools for the poor. I showed you that picture because it is not only about the schools and the poor people, but they gave their everything to look after the sick people. You see that there were so many sick people who were lying down, and then Mother Teresa was among them. That was one thing that I want you to look. By looking at the picture, you get more ideas of exactly what and how she is working, isn't it? It's tiresome even to look after one sick people. I'm sure even though you are a class 4 student, sometimes you have to look after a person who is sick because there is no one at home. They keep calling you all the time. They're tired, they're sick. So we also get tired. Even though we are healthy, we also get tired at some times looking after the sick people. Imagine Mother Teresa and the other sisters were looking after the sick people because there was no one to look after them. They were poor. They don't have enough facilities. They cannot go to hospital because they don't have money. And Mother Teresa came forward to help this kind of people. Okay? And remember, she's settled in Kolkata. When she first came to India, she settled in Kolkata and she was there all her life, though she had also visited so many other places. Okay? One good work. There are so many works that she started, but we are going to discuss only some good works that she did. The first one is Nirmal Hriday, a home for the sick and dying. So, with the help of other people, with her initiative, okay, she started a home called Nirmal Hriday, okay, and that is purely for the sick and dying. We saw the picture just now, right? She constructed, okay, she made a house which is purely for the sick people who are dying. Another one is Shishu Bhavan. Shishu Bhavan is a home for disabled and mentally retarded children. You know, disabled, we already read what is retarded, right? Mental health stop growing. So mentally retarded means people who are not mentally stable. You are lucky enough sitting and listening to these classes and videos because you are mentally fit. You can understand what I'm teaching you, but there are a lot of children who are not lucky enough to have this good mental health. We people consider them to be some who cannot be counted in the society. It's a pity, isn't it? So there are so many people and people don't care much for them, and that was the reason why Mother Teresa started a home called Shishu Bhavan, which was purely for disabled children. Means who are not physically fit. Okay, there are some children who are not physically fit, so we call them as disabled. There are some disabled and mentally retarded children, and that Shishu Bhavan is purely for them. And the sisters, one more thing I want you to remember. The sisters in these homes spend their time cleaning the slums. Imagine slum area. It will be so dirty. The drainages will be blocked. There will be pollution everywhere. But these sisters, along with Mother Teresa, they would go and clean the slums. Okay, they will teach the poor children because they are not lucky enough to go to a school. Their parents cannot afford their school fees, or their parents cannot let them go to school. That was the reason why Mother Teresa and her sisters, okay, the other sisters who work with her, teach the poor children without taking anything back from them. And they also work caring for the sick and the old, right? Not only for the sick and dying, but they used to work for the old people where there is no one to look after them. Sometimes old people are not treated well at home, so they take even those things and bring them to their home where they stay and they look after them. Okay, these are some pictures that we can see of Mother Teresa, right? See, people are bringing the sick people to Mother Teresa so that she can help them. And she is also a woman who has full faith in God, and she will also pray for these children. People will bring them to her, and along with the others, she did a lot of good works for the people in India. See, we see another child who is physically disabled. Okay, we call them special children, right? Because they are not like the other children. So Mother Teresa worked. She cared so much for this kind of people. And these are the things that she did continuously without expecting for anything. She did not expect anything. When you do something good to your parents, sometimes you expect for some money or some sweets from your parents, right? But Mother Teresa did not expect anything. Though she did not expect, she won a lot of prizes, okay? She won a lot of prizes because people saw how hard she was working for the people without any payment. She doesn't get any payment from people, but she just helped people, okay? There will be some people who will come to help her, but she does not take those help for herself. She use it for other people, okay? These are some years that I want you to remember. In 1979, she won the Nobel Prize for Peace. Remember, 1979, she won the Nobel Prize for Peace, right? 1980, what did she win? Bharat Ratna, the highest civilian award. Military award and civilian award is different, okay? If you are a soldier and you win some awards, that will be different, but Bharat Ratna is the highest civilian award, and she got that in the year 1980, okay? In 1972, she won another award, that is Jawaharlal Nehru Award for International Peace. These are some awards which are considered to be very high. In 1972, Jawaharlal Nehru Award for International Peace. And 1962, what did you win? I want you to read Ramon Magsaysay Award. Repeat, 1962, Ramon Magsaysay Award. And in the year 1973, she won another award, that is Templeton Foundation Prize. Read along with me. 1973, Templeton Foundation Award or Foundation Prize. These are some things that she won, okay? I cannot show you all the pictures, but you can see this is Mother Teresa with her award, okay? She has been working so hard for people with any expectation, but people saw what are the things that she had done, and so they began to give awards after the other. There are so many things that we may not see, but these are some very prominent awards that one can get. Imagine of the Bharat Ratna, right? The highest civilian award in India, and she got that. And why won't she get it, isn't it? We can hardly find people who will sacrifice even for 10 people in the present scenario. But she was a woman who gave her everything selflessly, and that is why she was able to do all these things for the glory of God, not for herself. She was not working because she wanted to get the awards, but she was working because she knows that God had been calling her to care for the poor and the sick people. Okay, we will learn about the later part of her life. She died in the year 1997 on 5th September. She lived a very humble and exemplary life. Her faith helped her to spread love, compassion to the distressed. Her selfless service won the hearts of people around the world. Okay, so she led a very humble and exemplary life. Example means being an example to everyone, and this is what we can all learn from Mother Teresa. I'm not saying that you can work exactly like her, but in your own capacity, you can also do something for the people around you. A good deed that you do today will bring glory to God. So that is what she had done. Okay, she did not expect anything, but she won a lot of awards, and it's all because of the good heart, the selfless heart that she had for the people. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. Your good deeds will never fade even after your death. People remembers her even after her death. She is no more in this world, but we still remember her, and she had been an example, an encouragement for all of us, isn't it? And I want all of you, if you have a calling, if you want to do some good things for others, without any hesitation, I want you to go for that, because that will always bring a good name to yourself, and also you will be remembered even after your death. If you are trying to be selfish, that is going to lead you into a place where you will see your own destruction. So with this, we are going to wind up our class for today. Thank you so much for listening to me patiently. I hope you enjoyed this lesson.